Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Sethum and welcome back to another video. Today folks, I am going to show you how to solo the Undead Dragon, which can be found in the sinkhole. I'm going to do this as one video. There's also another boss down there which I'll do in a separate video. But for today, in this video, it is the Undead Dragon. So if you guys enjoy this video, please do not forget to support me and the channel by hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new and haven't already for more similar content from myself. And if you have just subscribed, don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new videos. And why not check out some of my other videos and guides here on this channel. Who knows, you might just enjoy them. Also, for those interested, you can always find me on the Sethtopia Discord. Links to this, of course, you can find down below in the video's description, as well as in a pinned comment from myself. So as you just saw there on the map, I did show you the location for the sinkhole. You will have to fight your way through some undead dogs, and over there is an obelisk which you can interact with, and once you unlock the map room you can spawn here. Now, you saw the Undead Dragon. What we're going to be doing is we're going to climb down onto one of those things where my crosshair is. We're going to want one of these that comes out at the top, so we're going to try and climb down. Now do note that my climbing skills are not that great, so I probably will end up falling and probably hurting myself. That's kind of the thing that I tend to do to myself. So what I'm going to be using today for this will be a decent-ish bow, and we want to, of course, it says, as you can see, unlockable at level 40-ish, and you also want the hardened steel arrows, or whatever arrow will do, but you do want to put out as much damage, as we're going to be staying away from him. We're not actually going to get in his face because he's quite dangerous when you do. So as you can see, I've got about 4 to 5 stacks of arrows. Nothing special here. Now I am fully leveled up and I have most of my points put in encumbrance because I don't like walking slow when I get over encumbered, and I am a bit of a pack rat. I've got vitality, which helps me heal when I'm not in combat, and the rest has gone into strength. So nothing special here, as you can see. And the reason I'm showing you this is because these will be the exact same stats with which I'll take on the snake boss, which is quite close to here. So first things first, we're going to need to find a way down there, which I'll show you in the next segment. Alright, so I've removed all of my admin commands just because, as you can see, it's all normal here. And so we're going to climb down. Now, he's right there just chilling. I want to get on that right there, so I'm going to go around this way, and somewhere around here where this crack is, we're going to try and slide down, which is probably going to fail. Yep, it failed. Never mind. Okay, well, I didn't take too much damage. So from this point forth, we're still too high up. We want to go down. So underneath it, there should be another ledge that we can come down on. That's why we want to kind of aim for the ledges that have that are high up. Oh, I missed that one. Oh well, it doesn't matter because I will be healing after this passively, so it makes no difference whatsoever. I did say I'm not good at climbing, so from this point forth we're going to try and hit him with our bows or arrows. Actually, even that sounds better. Now he'll do one or two things. He will either come underneath this ledge and kind of just wait there. I'm expecting him to come around this way. He does sometimes walk up the steps and come out this way and then right up at the top. If he does, you just go to the end of the ledge and just pepper him with arrows, and that's pretty much it. Over here is a bit trickier because you have to hit him from up top. You need to get to the edge of the ledge, and you need to be careful not to fall off because this is a death sentence if you do fall off. So from this point forth, I'm just going to hit him with arrows. He's derping out for some odd reason. I've not seen him do this before. So those are the two options. If he does come up, that's fine. Just go to the end of the ledge, or the end that is at, or goes towards the center of this ring, of this arena. So just pepper him with arrows from there. If he gets stuck down here, just pepper him with arrows from over here. Other than that, it is going to be a bit of a long fight. You will need a repair kit or maybe 2 bows if you don't want to repair, so you can swap them out, and about maybe 4 stacks of hardened steel arrows or several more stacks if you're going for weaker arrows. It will take a bit of time. You cannot use poison on him because obviously he's undead, so poison and bleed don't do much. And yeah, he's got a lot of hit points, so it's going to take a while. There are some chests around that you can loot. You don't really get all that much that's important out of them. So just try and use the heavy attacks on your bow to try and get that added damage. You might want to try and aim for the legs to cripple him, because crippling him will give you that added damage. But as you can see, his health is going down slowly but surely. This will be a bit of a long fight. I am not going to cut through it or fast forward it so that you guys can see how this fight goes. If you get bored, you can always skip to the end of the video. It normally takes about maybe 20 to 25 minutes to take his health all the way down. Once he's down, you do want to harvest him for the dragon bone, and I do suggest using a pick or a pickaxe, as you want to get as much dragon bone, and I'll show you guys why at the end of the video. From the fight with this guy, you can learn the dragon bone armor weapons. It's not actually an armor, it's weapons, which are actually on par with the legendary weapons. The difference between these and the legendary weapons is you need a specific thrall to repair the legendary weapons, so they're kind of single use until you have that thrall. That thrall only spawns during the purge, and if you have a good and well defended base, chances are he's probably going to die. It's going to die before you even manage to tame it. So definitely the best way of getting decent weapons in this game is by killing this guy. He is ridiculously easy, especially with this method, because he doesn't do much of anything. He just stands there waiting for you to pepper him with arrows, and that's pretty much it. You can attempt this at a lower level. I've done it at, I believe, level 40. The only problem is to go downstairs or to get to the bottom of the arena, you'll need to go through corruption. My climbing skills suck, so if you can climb down, that's fine, but normally I go down via the steps through the corruption, meaning I'll have to fight the undead. Also, at the bottom of the arena, you will have undead skeletons fighting you, so you'll want to fight those as well if they are in your way. You do also get the undead skeletons around the upper ring, which is on the same level as with this ledge that I'm on, so do bear that in mind. They do have the dragon bone weapons, so that means they will dish out a decent amount of damage, so bear that in mind. Also with corruption, for those that don't know, it doesn't go any further than half your stamina and health, so it can be a bit challenging, especially at level 40, if you want to do this. I do recommend level 50. It does make life a lot easier. Also, I believe you need to unlock I believe star metal tools and weapons to be able to learn the skill. I'm not sure if it's star metal or if it is I'm not quite sure now, to be honest. I think I'm gonna gamble and say star metal to be able to learn the skills. So I do recommend learning that. That's always good to have anyways, because a lot of the skills that you will learn through dungeons and boss fights do require star metal. So star metal is probably the best thing to unlock, just because you want to unlock the other bits and pieces. And as you can see, a sandstorm is coming. It seems that every time I do this, I end up in a sandstorm. Hopefully it doesn't hit me directly, because otherwise I am going to be in a whole heap of trouble. I did not prepare for that. I should have had with me the sandstorm mask, but I don't have it, unfortunately. Okay, it looks like we might just miss it, or it might just miss us. And so that would definitely be a massive benefit. Okay. Yep. Okay, so from this point on, we're just gonna pepper him with arrows. And if you aim for what I would call his heel, you can apply the cripple. I don't know why I didn't do it until now, but it doesn't make that much of a difference. I mean, it does make a difference clearly. You do get an increased damage, but not by that much. I should have probably aimed for his ankle. So where my crosshairs are, that's what I call his ankle. If you aim for it, you can stack up the cripples, which will give you that added damage. Anything counts if you want to save yourself some time in this fight. And as you can see, just double checking because I noticed my food and water on going down. Okay, that was unticked. Never mind. I mean, it doesn't make that big of a difference. Also, because this is a long fight, make sure you have a full water skin, and make sure you also have some food. So I'm just going to use grilled steak. It's just easier for me to craft. It's the easiest thing to do. If you're coming in here at a lower level, you might want maybe 2 to 3 water skins. You do dehydrate quite quickly. Plus on the server I have the food, or the hunger and thirst, so I'd probably say 2 to 3 water skins just to be on the safe side, and plenty of food. You don't want to die of dehydration, especially with such an easy fight anyways. Okay, I'm waiting for stamina to regen. As you can see, he's not moved this entire fight. The only thing I would suggest if you're going to do it this way is make sure you don't edge out too much, because you will fall. You just want to edge out enough to see him. If you think you're too close to the edge, then maybe reposition yourself and keep trying until you get a good view of the dragon, which will allow you to pepper him with arrows. Apart from that, it's just that easy. Nothing too complicated. We're not even in any danger at all. I think the only danger would be if I would do something reckless and end up falling. Do bear in mind, you do get wandering skeletons on this upper ring, so don't aggro them. If you do, take them out from a distance, watch your health, and that's kind of it. Apart from that, just a very long fight. Now the reason you want to fight him from up here is obviously this guy is a boss. You can see he's got a lot of health to take down, and most importantly, his fire breath will one-shot you. You cannot block it with the shield. Yeah, he's just a murderer basically. He will one-shot you once he does the fire breath. Now he also does have an attack that will throw you at quite a distance, after which he's most likely to use his fire breath, as that is a range attack on this guy. So yeah, a lot of bad things. Plus down there are a ton of skeletons, so you'll have to clear those out before you even think about fighting the boss, because otherwise it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. It's not gonna end well. And as you probably know, or may not know, the undead skeletons are a bit of a tough customer. They do tend to take quite a few hits to go down, and to make it even more fun, they are packing the dragon bone weapons, which, as I said before, they are pretty much on par with the legendary weapons. I've had a look at most of the stuff that come out of the legendary chests, which you get by killing the world bosses, and then compared it to the items that you get from this guy, and most of them are pretty much on par, and maybe even the legendary weapons, or some of the legendary weapons, are actually less than what you get from here. So definitely want to get these. And as I said, the difference is with these you can repair them, whereas with the legendary stuff you need a thrall that you can only obtain from the purge. So chances of getting a thrall in a purge, very small. It has to be a specific named thrall for that. So yeah, I'll take my chances with this guy. And as you've probably seen with most of my videos, or if you haven't and you're gonna look at other videos on my channel, I'm all about the easiest, safest solution to any problem in any game that I play. So I do try and think outside the box, and that is one of my absolute favorite things to do in these games. And of course, for those that watch my art guides, it's what I base my guides on. I mean, I'm pretty sure I must have given the art devs some heart palpitations with some of my videos, as I found backdoors or things that they haven't considered. Obviously, some of my videos did actually change some of the games. I'm kind of certain there. I'm not sure, but I would say that based off of the views that the videos got and then the fixes that came shortly after those, I'm sure that some of my videos made some changes to the game. But this is what I like to do. This is what I'm all about. It's always about getting stuff that are difficult to get in an absolutely ridiculously easy manner. So this is why I'm showing you this method. It doesn't involve any risks. I think the only risk for this method is the risk of falling to your death, because you don't really actually get close enough to this boss to be in any real danger whatsoever. So notice that my bow is about to break. I don't think I have enough materials to repair it. I mean, it did already have reduced durability as such before I even started the fight, so that's why I brought a second bow. This is, I believe, I can't remember what it was called, the bow. The ancient bow, that's what it is. So it is one of the best bows that you can learn without actually having to do any dungeon. So it's one of the best bows that you can get by just simply playing the game and not from a dungeon or a legendary chest or something like that. It does do a decent amount of damage. Stack that up with the iron head arrows, or a decent stack of arrows. That should do the job. Obviously, I'll just have to bear with it and damage them as much as I can. But it is not that complicated, as you can see. Now, of course, I could have sped this up, but I do want to show people how this works, why it works, and what makes it easy. I'm only using the heavy attacks because of the added damage, and that with the cripple that I'm putting on this guy should give me that extra oomph. I mean, it's not big, but bear in mind that he has a lot of health, so over time it does make a bit of a difference. There we go, my bow has broken. I'm going to try and repair it. Yeah, just as I thought. Because I did repair it once. Whoops. Okay, hold on a second. Never mind. Okay, it didn't work out the way I wanted it. Let's try this then. Put the arrows in. And that should be us good to go again. Now, as I was saying, I did have materials to repair the bow, but in previous tests I did use that repair kit in the items, and so I only had enough for one repair. Also, on servers, specifically official servers, the dragon, or creatures tend to spawn every 15 minutes if I'm not mistaken. I think it's 15 to 16 minutes, so the same thing will apply for this guy. On my server, I have upped that to 30 minutes for the sake of myself and other people playing on this. So once you kill a creature, you'll have to wait 30 minutes before it spawns. It does give me that time to make guides and do other tests and stuff with the areas where certain creatures spawn. And because I like to be thorough, I just thought that would work. But for officials, it's 15 to 16 minutes. So he's not got much more to go. We're soon gonna end up killing him. So this guy gives you dragon horns, I believe, and the dragon bones, which will be the items required to craft the dragon bone weapons. The better the pick, the more items you get. That's simple. And we want as many as we can because, let's be honest, this is some pretty decent stuff that we're getting. You might also want to have a outpost or base here for the purposes of farming this guy because, hey, he's easy, he gives good stuff, and why not? Okay, we are nearly there. It's been a while, but we're nearly there. I do wonder if I can take him down with this stamina bar. I'll have to wait and see. If not, I think after the next stamina regen, I should be able to have him down. I'd like to think at least. Yeah, it's probably going to be after the next stamina regen. We're getting them quite close anyways. Look at that, so close to being killed now. Alright, we're gonna regen the stamina. He should definitely go down after this. Very, very close now. I think this might be the last one. No, let's give it another go. There we go. Perfect. So that is it. That is how you kill this guy. I'm gonna have the water skin out here because I need some water. Now you can climb down. I'm not gonna risk it because you saw my climbing skill just getting down here. That didn't end quite well. So I'm just gonna climb up. Whoop. Oh, that was very close. So just behind this pillar there's an archer, which is what I was saying, and if you look carefully at his bow you'll notice that it has the skin of the dragon bone bow. Very, very bad stuff, that. Especially if you're trying to fight against it. So I'm gonna go down via the stairs now. There is I think 2 to 3 guys that we need to fight here. So try and kill these guys quickly. Be careful for the edges. You don't want to fall. Oh, there's 4 of them actually. Oh, never mind. This is going to be bad. You also get corruption here. Do be careful. I am quite close to the edge, so I don't really want to fall off. Oh, bother. This is going to suck. So yeah, that is exactly what you do not want to do. Didn't go too well for me. So I'm going to make my way back here and show you what you get from this boss. Alright, here we are again, coming down the stairs. Obviously, oh, there's a archer there. Let's go and sort this guy out. Now, very important with regards to single player. This is on a server. With a single player, if you run out of render distance then come back in again, the NPCs will spawn, and that of course includes the Undead Dragon. So he's there. He looks like he's a statue. Let's go and harvest him. I'm going to use the knife first. So that's what you get. You get demon blood, lots of it. Good source of demon blood. Pickaxe, you get the dragon bone. Depending on what you need, I'd say the dragon bone is more important than the demon blood. There are other sources for farming that, but you can also come here as well if you need it. So if you interact with this tablet, you learn all of these wonderful recipes. So I'll go into that and I'm show you what I got. We got the bow. If you look at the damage, that's pretty decent. So yeah, I was trying to show you compared to mine. I don't know why I keep exiting. I forget that there's a tab at the top. Oh, let's go there. I am a bit tired. It is 3 AM the time at which I'm recording this, so this is a sword. We've got quite a few things right here. We've got daggers. The daggers are on par with the legendary because I've tested them. We've got a shield over there. That's a decent one as well. You also get some arrows. Obviously, I would probably use them sparingly, as of course they require the dragon horn, so yeah. But for me, the items that interest me the most are of course the daggers, the bow, the single-handed weapon, the two-handed weapon, and that's kind of it. I don't use the spear, I don't use the arrows, and as you can see, something really weird happened. All of the skeletons have of course spawned here, or clumped here. So I'm going to take out the archers first because they are painful. Oh, I want to get that last archer. I'm cutting it close. Time to run. Whoop, I'm crippled. That's bad. I will get these guys. Now, obviously, I am prologuing this because I want to show you something. It's one of the things that I actually quite like about this game. I'm just going to try and get away as much as I can. Give myself that time. So, if you remembered at the beginning of the video, I did have the 3rd tier in Vitality, which of course gives me the 3rd perk, and that allows me to passively heal. So I'm not in combat, I sheathed my weapon by pressing X, and just add a grilled steak to that to increase the heal over time bonus. I don't know what that guy's doing. I think he's looking for me. Or at least that's what it looks like. That should be enough healing for me. I should be able to take this guy on. And I missed the first hit, but whatever. Let's try and regen before I figure out where the other ones are. So which one's the archer? That's the problem. So there's 3 left. Shouldn't be that difficult. I think I'm going to take that guy, because he's coming towards me, so he's far enough from the others. Oh, yeah, that's the archer. Whoop, there you go. Have at it. And there's some more for you. Oh, he's an archer as well. Oops. Ouchie. So he's crippled me, but it's alright. We do enough damage to be able to take him down. Now, as you can see, these guys are pretty tough. I think there's just one more skeleton to sort out, but I'm going to avoid him because I want to show you the thing that I wanted to show you. So up there's a tablet where if you interact with it, you get a nice piece of the lore. It's obviously voice acted, and for me, these things in the game are always a treat.
The sands of the arena, bonded one. Here, the games of mortality are
Well,
played.
that is it from me for this video, folks. I do hope that you have enjoyed it and found it informative. If you have, please don't forget to support me and the channel by hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and haven't already for more similar content from myself. And if you have just subscribed, don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new videos. And why not check out some of my other videos here on this channel. Who knows, you might just enjoy them. Also, for those interested, you can always find me on the Sethtopia Discord. Links to this, of course, you can find down below in the video's description, as well as in the pinned comment from myself. Until next time, stay safe, folks.